Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to see some of you are back. Quick intro about me. My name is Edith. I am a personal trainer. I live in Japan. Have been living here for 10 years already. Originally from Israel, and this is my new reaction channel. All right. Today I'm going to react to Viking Princess Lift, aka Anna O'Brien, aka Glitter and Lasers, aka Glizzies and Bagels. Just a short background about Anna before we get started on her TikTok, right? Anna O'Brien started her way on YouTube, I think a decade ago. She started as a plus size influencer, talking about just doing plus size hauls and fashion influencer. And I think that's great. I think a lot of people who are plus size, they want to know, what different stores have to offer to them, and I think that's incredible. She sort of branched out from there, and she had a few arcs along the way. Most recently, she has been a little bit problematic because she has been lying to her audience again and again, starting with about 2 years ago when she was visibly losing some weight. By the way, Anna is a very large woman. She's about 5'11" tall. How much that is in European, I'm not sure, but I think almost 180. And she weighs around 500 pounds. Stella. She disclosed to her audience that she has a condition called lipedema, which she does have. Lipedema, if you don't know, it's when it's prevalent almost exclusively for females, creates fat nodules on your body that are very stiff, hard, and painful, that don't respond well to diet. And she said she had no more, according to her scammy doctors, she had no more burnable fat on her body, and the only way to get rid of her painful lipedema is through surgeries. She went through 4 surgeries, to basically liposuctions, to remove the lipedema. Claiming she has no more burnable fat on her body is absolutely absurd, but here we are, all right? A year and a half after she started the surgeries, I think it took about a year. So 6 months after she finished with all the surgeries, now she has decided to start her strongman arc, okay? She keeps going through these cycles. A very great YouTuber that I really admire called Sam at Every Size, she was talking about Glitter and Lasers cycles and the way that she goes through them. I will put that on the screen, again, if I can. I'm only a beginner here with this whole YouTube thing, okay? I'm trying to get more and more tech savvy. But her cycle includes, you know what, let's pull it up right now. Her cycle includes an ambitious plan, and then curation and performance, right? She creates videos about it. She's like so into her new thing. She gets some outside feedback of people maybe telling her, hey, Anna, maybe you should be careful doing this thing, or maybe you're doing this thing wrong. She gets some criticism. She does an off-platform rebuttal, usually on her stories on her Instagram, because they disappear within 24 hours, and that's where, she can really let the mask drop and show her true colors. She has this defensive convincing, and then sometimes she would go back and say, well, guys, actually back then when I was doing this and this thing, it was actually painful, it was actually difficult, it was actually hard, whatever, okay? In any case, so her new arc is that she is a power lifter. She's mega super duper strong, and I will just say, yes, she is strong. Of course she is strong. Unlike other people who are super morbidly obese, Anna is actually active. She does do things. She goes hiking, she goes to the gym sometimes. The problem with Anna is that everything is extremely performative, and she can never accept the fact that she might be a beginner at something, she might be new to something. Hello. Hi, guys. Arta. Arta. להירגע. Shh. And she immediately just barges through thinking that she's the bestest that have ever existed in that particular thing. Now, do I have experience in strong men specifically? No. However, I do have a lot of experience in lifting and gym stuff. And I also have a lot of experience in being a beginner in a lot of things. I still am not that good at CrossFit. I'm not the best CrossFitter in the world. I've also started, only 6 months ago, I've started pole dancing, and I still consider myself to be a beginner. In some things, because I am strong, in some things maybe I'm leaning more towards intermediate, the things that require muscle strength and just anything that I can manhandle. But everything that requires grace, dancing, and being more flexible, I am an absolute beginner. So let's start watching Anna and see what she does. This is her very first TikTok on her new account called Viking Princess Lifts. This is dedicated only to her lifting. Let's get a watch.
Nothing beats a jet, 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 jet,
Okay, this is more of a compilation. I don't really have much to say about that. Next. Let's see what she has to say here. I was so scared of split squats initially. I put in the work and challenged my fears. Now I can split squat confidently. It's moments like this that prove how much heavy lifting is changing my life little by little. It's helping me face fears, push my boundaries, and build strength in the gym and out. She says all the right things, doesn't she? Lifting helps you build strength in the gym and out and everything. She's demonstrating here her split squat. The difference between a lunge and a split squat is that with a split squat, you don't step the foot back together. You keep one foot in that sort of B stance and just keep going up and down. Let's see again. Let me start. You're not supposed to put your body weight on that rear leg knee. You're not supposed to you're supposed to just kiss the ground with the knee and come straight back up. Putting your body weight on that knee, especially someone like her with a lot of body weight, is both painful and dangerous, and no wonder that she needs assistance standing back up.
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
On her second one, she's doing it on the Smith, which is good. Some people have noted that she was not using the Smith in another video, and it was extremely wobbly, and she needs to learn how to do this first with some support, right? So it's good that she's using the Smith for balancing. However, notice she's not actually touching her knee to the ground. Again, I'm not going to be so stickler with a person like her, because I think what a lot of people don't understand, she has a very limited range of motion because of the way that her body is. The fact that she has so much padding on her body limits her range of motion in many, many, many ways. And I am not surprised that knee flexion is one of them. She has a lot of fat on the back of the leg. She has a lot of water retention specifically on her right leg, which was shown several times, and she talked about it as well. Since her surgeries, her right leg is swelling up more. I think when they lipoed her lower legs, her shins, they damaged her lymphatic system there a little bit. So I don't really care that she's not touching her knee to the ground. What I do care is that she only used the Smith after she got criticism, right? And seeing that video of her putting her body weight on her knee like that, it's a painful watch. Let's see this again. All right, good job. All right, next. Let's see what she has to say. Just be you. Whatever that looks like is enough. Whether in the gym or elsewhere, there is no one gym body or style. Showing up is the only goals. No, there's no one gym body or style. Absolutely not. She specifically likes to dress. It's been said by others before, but it is true. She likes to dress like a toddler, somewhat. A reminder that you can wear whatever you want to work out. All that matters is what's on the bar, not what's on your body. First of all, you can't dress however you want to the gym. Gyms have rules on how you can dress. In Japan specifically, you need to be more covered. You cannot have tattoos showing, for instance, in most gyms in Japan. Oh, there's a siren. Thank you, thank you. That's great. In most gyms in Japan, you cannot have tattoos showing. I have a medium-sized tattoo on my back. I have to keep that covered when I go to the gym. Not my CrossFit gym, but like a regular gym. So you cannot dress however you like. You have to be respectful to others. If you are very sweaty, put a shirt on. Don't have your wet skin touch the equipment. If it does, of course, wipe it clean. Don't be gross, okay? Regarding style, yeah, wear what, if it's comfortable for you, sure, wear what you want. Anna, again, specifically, she does things for attention, okay? The way that she dresses, the way that she behaves. Taking videos like that at the gym that she goes to, I understand it's a more private gym. It's not a big box gym. It's specifically for strongmen. Still, it's so attention-seeking and it's so disruptive to other people who train there. I don't know. It's interesting to see reactions of people around her sometimes, right? Let's see. Oh, donkey kick, twirl, twirly, twirl. Peace. Donkey kick, twirly, twirly. Yeah, I will never behave like that at a gym, especially not with cameras on me. Next. What does she has to say? Here is some fitness improvement I am pretty proud of. I used the bee scared of using the Roman chair in the gym. At the gym? In the gym? I don't know. But now I'm over here working this back with a 45-pound weight. It's funny how these changes happen so quickly. Our bodies are freaking amazing in how they show up for us. Anna, how does your body show up for you? What have you done to show up for your body? What have you done to show up for your body so that you can live longer, so that you don't have to maneuver around this planet and with this gravity weighing 500 pounds? Of course, my dogs are going crazy again. Now, it's true that as a beginner, and she's to me a complete beginner, your improvement will be extremely quick. If you put in the work especially, your improvement will be extremely quick. It's mostly because of neurological adaptations. Let's see how she uses the Roman chair. Hyperextending the back. Hyperextending the back. The last thing a person that is shaped like Anna need to do is to work on their spine erectors. Okay, this is what she's trying to do here. There is a different way to use the Roman chair if you're using it for glutes or if you're using it for your back or spine erectors. Most people who are overweight tend to arch their back pretty much all the time, all right? Because when you're overweight, let's see if you can catch this. When you're overweight, most of your body weight will be here at the front, okay? Let me kind of pull up my belly, sort of Mike Israel style, all right? This is where your weight is going to be, which will create an arch in your back almost constantly, right? That means that your spine erectors will be tight almost all the time, and that will also create stretch and weaken your core. She needs to do the absolute opposite of what she's doing here. She needs to work on her deep core and she needs to work on her ab muscles actually. So this is making things worse in my opinion. My personal opinion as a PT, as a personal trainer. Notice that she cannot also fully flex her back. She cannot fully round her back here, and that the reason that she cannot is because she has a big cushion here at the front preventing her from actually bending forward. The more weight you gain, the more your range of motion doing anything will be limited. We will touch upon it also in the future again, but for now you can see her belly is squished onto the bench. Good thing this bench is also L-shaped, that there is some cushion here. Some benches don't. and it can hurt when you bend like this. I'm sure it hurts her like this as well. But notice she can't actually get more than 90 degrees here, and she cannot round her back properly to stretch the spine erectors and then flex the spine erectors. Next door. Oh, my Japanese came out. The goal is simple. Be better than yesterday. Oof, so much to react here. Okay, let's see. All right. I think I'm only going to do a couple more TikToks after this. Let's see. What does she say? This is the fitness motivation everyone needs to hear. Spelling here as in here, not as here. Consistency is how we win in the gym. In the gym? At the gym? Okay, it's how we win in the gym. It's not one workout, it's thousands. No such thing as quick wins if you truly want to be strong. By the way, all of the mistakes here, except for the last one, are original to the text. She really has bad spelling. She has typos all the time. Yes, true, Anna. No such thing as quick wins. Absolutely no quick wins. She always looks for the fastest solution. She cannot have the patience. She cannot have even the grace with herself to be a beginner. Sometimes I feel sorry for her that she cannot tell herself, hey, Anna, I've just started this thing and it's okay for me to suck. It's okay for me to be cringe. Well, she's cringe anyway. It's okay for me to be bad at this thing for the next 6 months, for the next 1 year. And then maybe after 1 year, I could tell myself, hey, I'm kind of okay at this, all right? That's the thing that I see with a lot of people. What makes you think, and I'm saying it with as much love as I can, okay? What makes us think that on the first time that we try something, we're going to be amazing at it? It does not happen. It does not happen to anybody. Especially not like later in life. If you're 5 years old and you approach the piano and you play nicely, okay, maybe sometimes it can happen. It happened to Mozart. Again, once in, how many generations has it been? Once in 100 generations you get someone like Mozart, right? Who's truly elite. Those things don't happen. You start something because you want to get good at it, or maybe you want to learn. Be humble. Be humble and also be gracious with yourself. You're not going to be good at this on the first 100 tries, but she cannot accept this, all right? Now, let's look a little bit. Okay, let's start this TikTok from the top and try to look at each thing separately. Okay, bench press. Here's her coach, by the way. Maybe we'll do a deep dive on him sometime. He looks like a really decent person, but I don't know. I don't want to say anything about other coaches. I think he's probably is a good coach who just didn't know what he was getting himself into. Let's see her bench. First of all, I see that her legs are supported by something so that they can touch the ground. This is good. Her deadlift. Ooh, okay. Notice how she only puts like a sliver, a taste. Please, ma'am, may I have some more? She was rounding her back a little too much for this one. And she's using the trap bar. I don't have anything against the trap bar. The reason that a person like Anna has to use the trap bar, and I will try to demo this to the best of my ability. Do I have a cushion here? I do. I have a cushion behind me. Okay. For a normal weight person, this is how your arms lay by the sides of your body. If you are, the more overweight you are, and in Anna's case, she is super morbidly obese, the way that her arm would lay by the sides of her body, and also notice that my hand reaches almost to the center of my thigh, all right? We are much more like monkeys or apes than we think we are. If I were super morbidly obese, With my torso fat and my arm fat, my hand would lay like so. Notice that now it's the height of my hips and it does not lay completely straight. And if I try to fully relax my hand in this position, it is not laid neutral anymore. Now it has a slightly forward turn, okay? I can't really hold it like this. This takes some effort from me to rotate backwards. Hi, Stella. It lays a little bit kind of rotating forward. My knuckles are facing more forward than they do on this side, right? Here they face sideways. Here, my knuckles face more forward. She cannot approach a barbell, like so, with a narrow grip. She cannot. She has things in the way. So she has to reach higher, first of all, and also because she cannot fully bend. She has to reach higher and wider, right, Stella? So that she can actually lift. So I don't actually have a problem with her using the trap bar. I think this is fine if that's the only way that she can reach the floor, and it is, because when she tries to use a regular barbell, she has to use bumper plates to elevate the bar. But she's still rounding her back. None of her coaches tell her, hey, let's master the bar first. Let's just master the 45-pound bar, you know? She is strong because she weighs 500 pounds. Imagine what it's like for her to wash her hair. Imagine what it's like for her to get off of a chair. She lifts heavy every day of her life. Let's see more. Leaning back a lot to pull and using a lot of momentum to pull. This is changing the exercise from its intended purpose. This is becoming more of a row than a pull down. And she's using the weight of her torso, which is probably humongous. Angelica Unfiltered, hashtag if you know, you know. Let's see this again. Sorry, a little bit. Guys, what's going on? Speak. Back squat using, I forgot the name of this bar. I never actually used it. I don't think I have it in any of the gyms that I go to. Okay, let's see. Squat. Okay. Her squat is fairly decent. Jesus. Her squat is fairly decent. It's very difficult for me to pause it exactly at the right time because she only shows like 2 seconds of each exercise that she's doing. Her torso is relatively upright. Of course, she cannot go to depth. She is using lifter shoes, which is great. She cannot go to depth because of the way that she is, okay? Because of her body. Let's see, next. This is her deadlifting off bumper plates, and she's using a mixed grip, like so. She cannot get full lockout. It's been mentioned before in other videos of her that I saw deadlifting. She cannot reach full lockout with the regular bar, with the straight classic bar, because of her body size. She can't reach the hands far enough. Again, she's strong. I'm not going to take that away from her. People say that it's not impressive because she weighs 500 pounds. I don't know a lot of 500-pound people who can do all of this, so kudos to her, or whatever, however you say it. Sorry, English is not my first language. I'll say it again and again. Kudos to her for doing this. Let's see more. I wish that she talked about the same things that I'm talking about right now, okay? Maybe she doesn't have the knowledge that I have as a trainer about mechanics, but I wish she would explain when people tell her, hey, you're not getting full range of motion. She will look a little bit more humble and also a little bit more knowledgeable if she would say, guys, I'm super morbidly obese. I am doing my best with what I have, but I can't do full range of, right? Maybe she doesn't know, maybe it was never explained to her, but of course she always LARPs as this super mega gym queen or whatever. I don't remember ever having the audacity to present myself this way. Well, anyway, I've been recording for 30 minutes. Hopefully this video will be much, much shorter than that. And that's it. Please hit like and follow if you want to know more about, sorry. Please hit like or follow if you want to know more about training as an overweight person. I guess I am not an expert in training people who are overweight, but I have had and still do now have clients who are obese. Not super morbidly obese, that's not very common in Japan, even though my clients are not Japanese. Still, good luck getting super morbidly obese in this country. It's possible. It's possible. There's just so much walking to do everywhere. Whatever the lifestyle here is, a minimum of 10K steps a day minimum. So I have had clients who are obese, and I've noticed those things with them, and we worked around their body mechanics. So actually, if you want to know more about this, let me know. Yeah, good talking to you. I hope you enjoy Tokyo at night. Last time you got Tokyo during the day. I'm playing with the angles a little bit. See you next time. Bye. Love ya.